in the sandwich making business. I was employed at Subway last summer for about 4 months, and I've been working at Jimmy John's now for about a month. Greet the customers, they come up, they tell you what they want. Usually it'll start off with a certain type of bread, because both places have different types of bread now, and their size, and then they tell you what you want, and usually you'd start off by putting the meat on first. But Jimmy John's, most sandwiches, they scrape out all the bread on the inside of the French bread roll, and then they put in the vegetables in there. And then lastly they put on the meat. At Jimmy John's you have to know each type of meat. There are some sandwiches that have 3 or 4 different types, and they have to go in a certain way, and they always have to come standard with certain vegetables unless the customer says otherwise. Besides making sandwiches, I pretty much do clean up the shop. The managers tell me to do. I can clean up the shop, do dishes, prepare cheeses and meats, things like that. Jimmy John's is a little less enjoyable simply because it's here in Champaign and it's very busy, and it's also corporate owned. The Subway that I worked at in Chicago was a franchise, so I pretty much helped myself to whatever I wanted. At Jimmy John's here at U of I frequently run into drunk customers. Customers who are under the influence of drugs, so sometimes it's very hard to communicate with them and serve them. We try our best, but well, I know that this isn't the way that most employers will tell you to treat your customers, but I treat people the way they treat me. So if someone comes in there and is mean to me or treats me poorly, I'm not gonna, maybe I'll be a little skimpy on the meat or the cheese, or I won't put a lot of whatever in there, because they're the person that's making your food. You want that food, you respect that person, and that goes with any service industry. Sometimes, like I said, in other service industry jobs, like I used to work at a grocery store in Chicago, I was customer service manager. I would go in there every day with a smile on my face and happy, and walk out of there impressed because people were just tearing you apart. If you're not enjoying your job, if you're not enjoying what you do, it's harder to work up to what the company wants you to work for. Little sandwich places that I worked at, I was paid $26.50 an hour, but I was happier at Subway because there I could make whatever sandwich I wanted, as many as I wanted, and go home. Jimmy John's is very strict. You have to work 10 hours in order to get 1 free sandwich, chips, and drink. And I don't really appreciate that. I don't see why there's a reason to do that. I wouldn't say that the pay is good, but at the same time, I wouldn't say that the job is extremely hard. I mean, yeah, it's a pain sometimes, but it's not like hard work. I guess the pay could be better, but working in a college town as a college student, can't really complain.